Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be doing my clothing inventory, which I do once a year, right at the start of the year. So every year I keep like a tally chart of how many times I wear each item in my wardrobe. So I'm going to go through like how many I have of each item, like dresses, skirts, jeans, all that kind of stuff. But I'm also going to be looking at how many times I've worn each item over last year. And if it's a high number, great, I'll probably keep it. If it's a really low number, like 1 or 2, or if it's literally not on the list at all, which means that I haven't worn it in a year, then I need to either get rid of it or seriously think about whether or not I'm going to wear it in the future. So these videos take forever for me to film. I literally go through every single item in my wardrobe. I'll try and edit it for you guys so it's not super long, but I'm probably going to be here for a good couple of hours. Anyway, I hope you enjoy and let's get started. Alright, I'm going to start with dresses because it's what I wear most of the time, so I'm probably going to keep most of these. So on my list, the number of dresses that I actually wore last year is 27. So I'm going to count how many dresses are in this pile. If there's more than 27, then I know that there's some in here that I didn't wear at all in the year. Okay, there's exactly 27 dresses. I counted 26 and I was like, what happened to the last dress? But I'm wearing it. So there's 27 dresses. I've worn them all at least once, but I can see immediately there are a few on the list that I only wore once. So those are going to be the ones that the ones that I've worn like once, twice, or 3 times. Those are the ones I'm looking at to figure out if it's worth me keeping them. This one I wore once, but this is like a really special occasion dress that I save for like weddings and that kind of thing, so I am going to keep this one. This is another one I only wore once, and really I think it's just because I don't need it in my wardrobe, so this one I'm going to pass on. This one I also only wore once, even though, I don't know, I really like it. I don't know what to make of the fact that I only wore it once. I'm going to put this in a maybe pile and think about it for now. This one I only wore once as well. I think this one can go too. Same with the dinosaur dress. Now this one I wore 4 times, but this one I've had for so many years and it's actually starting to wear through and get a little bit see-through at the seams, so I'm going to pass this one on to somebody else. This is another one I only wore once, but again this is a very like special occasion wedding type dress, so that is fine. This one I wore twice. So I think I'm going to put this in the maybe pile for now. I think I need to try it on again and just remind myself if it's actually comfortable or not. This is a t-shirt dress that I wore 4 times, and this has kind of become like my lounging or painting dress, so I'm going to keep it for that purpose. I think I might have actually miscounted because this one's not on the list. I definitely don't remember wearing this year, and I remember I said the same thing last year. I was like, I haven't worn it at all, but I feel like I'm going to. Well, I didn't. I've now gone 2 years without wearing this one, so it's time for it to go. Okay, and then we're pretty much into the dresses that I wear a lot, so these ones should be fine. So 6 times, 7 times, 8, 6, 6, 6, 5, 25, 18, 25, 11, 6, and 16. And then the one I'm wearing, of course, which I wore 17 times, so this one's good as well. Okay, let's do jumpers next, because I've got a lot of jumpers. This pile of jumpers is smaller than I thought it was going to be, but let's see. 1, 13. I only have 13 jumpers on the pile. I think I've got others on my list, but some of them are jumpers that I share with Jonathan, so technically they're his and then I just wear them sometimes. So I'm not including that here because obviously they're not mine to like declutter. But even excluding those, I still have 20 jumpers on my list, so I think I've missed some. Let me go see what I can find. Okay, found them. What was it? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This one's a dress. Oh no, this one's a dress. I wore this 13 times, so I'll keep this one too. I'm still missing some jumpers. What am I missing? Okay, that should be all of them now. So let's just start at the top, I guess. 10 times. This one is good. 5, 8, 28, 5, 3, but this is a painting jumper. 6, 21, 3, 10, 8, 3, 5, 8, 4, 5, 17, 11, and 8. So actually, I wear all of my jumpers and I don't need to get rid of any of them. Alright, next up, let's look at my skirts. Alright, so on my list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On my list I have 7 skirts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one more. There it is. 7 skirts. Hair's gone up because it's so hot and Evie's come to join us too. Okay, so this skirt that I completely forgot about, I only wore one time this year, last year. So this one can definitely go. This one I wore 17 times. This one only 3, but that's kind of average for my skirts, honestly, because I wear my dresses more often. 14, 6, 4, but that's because this one's quite new, and 3 as well. So I'll keep all of these. Let's do tops next. This is going to be a big one. Okay, this is my pile of tops. It doesn't look like a huge pile, but it's because they're all quite small. So there are so many here, and I'm like 90% sure that these will not all be on my list. So there's some that I am gonna get rid of just purely because I haven't worn them at all. But let's count them up. There are 27 on my list, and I'm sure there's more than that in the pile. Yeah, there are 33 here. So there's at least, well, there's 6 that I haven't worn at all. This one is kind of like a special occasion top. It's like off the shoulder a little bit, and I only wore it once, which I know I said that was okay for the dresses, but that's because I go for a dress if there's a special occasion. I'm not gonna go for a top if there's a special occasion. So I'm actually gonna pass this one along. And then a couple of these I haven't worn just because they are new and I just haven't had a chance to wear them yet. So this one, for example, and this one, and this one. So they're okay, they can stay. Okay, this grey t-shirt I can't find on the list, so, and this is one that I used to wear all the time, but obviously just haven't reached for it in the last year, so I'm going to pass this one as well. I don't get super attached to tops, so this shouldn't be too hard. This one I wore 5 times, that's good. This one I wore twice, but I just find it too tight, so I'm going to pass this one along, possibly replace it with something else at some point this year, but I just don't enjoy it that much. This is one of my newer ones, and I've already worn it twice, so this one's doing pretty well. This one I wore 6 times. This one only once, but it's like my only kind of t-shirt that has like something on it, so I will keep it. You know, occasionally I have my days where I want to wear something like that. 21, 2, I will keep that though. 15, 20, 10, 2, 2, 1, but this is one of my new ones. Same with this one, worn it once, but it's new. Oh, these are my black ones that I wore all the time. They were new this year. So one of them I wore 35 times, and one of them I wore 25 times. This one I only wore once, but it's a special one from Jonathan's grandma. It used to be hers, so definitely keeping this. Okay, then we're down to like the stragglers, so let's figure this out. These are like random, just lots of white t-shirts and lots of singlets that are just for going under things. White ribbed tee. This one I only wore once, but it is quite good for just popping on like under a dress or something. Same with this one. Now this one I wore 4 times, but this one, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it is very discolored now, so this one needs to go. This one I also wore 4 times, and this one is also discolored. This is what I hate about white shirts. They just don't stay nice for long enough. Now this one I highly doubt is on my list at all. It's a little linen crop top, and I just don't wear crop tops, so this one can go. So So black singlet, I wore this one 3 times, so that one can stay. This one 6 times, this one 10 times, 13 times, although now that I've got the grey ones, yeah, I'm going to pass this one along. This one's really old and a bit smelly. And then these I very much doubt are on my list at all. This one I'm just going to get rid of, it's too small for me. And I don't know about these. Oh, this one I've had for years and I just literally never wear it, so that one can go. This one I'll keep because I think there are some fun ways that I can style this up. I just haven't actually tried yet. So there we go. I think I got rid of like 5 or so tops out of that. Next we're going to do trousers. For someone who wears almost exclusively dresses whenever I can, I feel like I probably don't need this many pairs of trousers. But anyway, so on my list I have 6 and here I have 8. And I know exactly which ones are the ones that I haven't worn, and they are the 2 pairs of leather trousers or fake leather trousers. So these can just go straight away. These ones I only wore once. I'm in 2 minds about these. I think I'll keep them for now. I do like having a fancy, bright trouser option. I like having them around, but obviously I don't get a lot of wear out of them. But we will see how that goes. These I wore 3 times. These are my painting jeans if I'm painting with my class, so they have a purpose. These ones I wore 11 times, but I just don't think I'm going to be reaching for them again. They are a little tight, a little uncomfortable, and they're slightly like green. They've got a bit of a green tinge to them, which I don't like how it looks with my jumpers. So even though I did wear them quite a few times, I'm going to pass these ones. And then these ones I wore 7 times. These ones 11. Those ones I just got rid of. I was looking at the wrong thing. I only wore those ones 5 times. 7, 11, and these ones, my most worn, I wore these 35 times. So these can all stay. We're going to move on to loungewear, which I have grown a little collection of. Now this is almost perfectly divided into the things that I wear all the time and the things that I don't wear at all. So this one I wore 7 times, that is fine. This one 66, this one 62, 53, 33 and 37. That's pretty much the things that I wear. Those things that are in like the 30s, the 60s. I wear those all the time, as you can tell. And then these are not on the list at all. They can go. These I wore 6 times, but they kind of ride up my bum and I don't like them, so those are gonna go. These I did actually wear 3 times. They're a nice lighter weight option for summer, so I'll keep those. And then these ones I believe are not on the list at all, so these can also go. Done. Easy. Okay, what have we still got left to do? We haven't done shoes yet, but let's do outerwear first. Alright, on the list I have 8 items, and here I have 9 items, and again I know exactly which one it is that I haven't worn. It's it's at the very bottom. It's the fake leather jacket, which I kept to wear in like styling videos because it's not something that I like to wear, but I know that it's something that most other people do like to wear, so I kept it to style up outfits. But I really just, I don't like it, and every time I wear it in a styling video I'm like, this is not my style at all. I feel like if you're going to follow my channel, a style channel, you're following it because you kind of like my style, so for me to chuck in something that's not my style doesn't make sense. So I am going to get rid of this. Everything else I have worn, but potentially not a lot. But we were in lockdown for like most of winter last year, so I'm going to give myself a bit of leeway with these. So this I wore 8 times, which is pretty good. This one 3 times. I don't wear blazers often, but I do like having the option. This one 4 times, Hang on, let me hang them up, they're too heavy. This one I wore once. I've had this for years and I loved it, but now that I have like stylish options, I don't like how it looks, so I'm gonna pass this one on. This one I wore 11 times. This one also 11 times. This one 9 times. And then my raincoat, I wore 4 times. I think I talk about this every year. I really need to replace this because it's not even waterproof, it's only water resistant, so it's only really good in very light drizzle. I'm keeping it for now because it is the only thing that I've got that's even water resistant, but I really, really need to get a proper raincoat. We're going to do shoes. Oh, let's put them this way. Yes, I'm putting my shoes on the bed. It's fine, they're pretty clean. This is going to take me a while because I've got a whole bunch of shoes downstairs that I need to go and get as well. Okay, so my shoe collection has grown a little. I remember back when I only had like 8-ish pairs of shoes, and that was great. But there's definitely some like older ones that I have replaced recently, that I decided I would just keep them so I could show them to you in this video. But yeah, I have 4, 8, 12, 14 pairs of shoes right now. Some of them are brand new, like I've literally had them less than a week. There's only 13 pairs on my list. Let's start at the front so you can see them easily. So these ones here were new this year and I wore them 62 times. So these ones are great. Keeping those. These ones I wore 47 times, also great. These ones are not on the list, and as you can probably see, because they're a suede material, the sun has like completely discolored them. So I'm going to, I don't know, pass these if anyone wants them. These ones, oh, lots of times, 10, 20, 30, 40, 48 times for these ones. Definitely still going strong. Row 2. These ones I wore 15 times, so those can stay. These ones I wore a lot of times, 67 times, but because they're like really old and really worn, these are one of the pairs that I've replaced in the last week. So these are the new pair, which I've worn 3 times already, but it means that I can get rid of these ones. Those ones can go, these ones gonna stay. Heel boots. So these ones I wore 9 times because I replaced them with the flat boots, but I do like having the heeled option as well, so I'll keep these. These ones are probably not on the list either. How do I have 2 that are not on the list? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, these are not on the list at all. I paid a lot of money for these, but I just literally haven't worn them, and it's because the leather is quite stiff and my toes feel a bit squished in these, so I'm going to try and sell these actually because they are literally brand new. I've had them for about a year, but I've only worn them like maybe 3 times back when I very first got them. Okay, then we have these, which I wore 7 times. They can stay. These ones I wore 33 times, but again, this is the other pair that I've just replaced with a beautiful new pair of white sandals. So these new ones I've worn 6 times. I've had them for about 2 weeks now, so I'm wearing them pretty much every second day. But yeah, these ones again I had for years. I got so much wear out of them. I think I had them for like 4 or 5 years, so I don't feel bad about passing them on. They're definitely worn and tatty, and it was time for an upgrade. So getting rid of the old ones, keeping the new ones. And then we have my old Nike shoes, which I didn't wear that much. I wore them twice, but that is okay because these I want to keep as like my gardening or painting shoe. So they're not meant to be worn like all the time, but they're there if I'm doing something messy. And these ones I wore 27 times, which is very good as well. So I'll keep those. So what did I get rid of? I got rid of 4 pairs of shoes, which I think is pretty good. They should all have space to have their own spot now. Okay, and the last thing that we're gonna do is swimwear. I haven't brought all of it up because I have a lot of swimwear, but which I literally never wear. What I did over the last, ow! Evie just scratched my leg. You little cheeky girl. She wants to play. Let me just move away from the edge so she doesn't get me. What I've been doing the last few months while it's been kind of sunny is every time I felt like going outside and having a bit of a sunbathe, I've tried to put on a different swimwear outfit and then like evaluate, is it comfortable, does it fit, oh bless you, do I like it, do I feel good in it? So downstairs I have a pile of ones that I've decided to keep, ones that I haven't tried yet, and this is the pile of ones that I didn't want to keep. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bikinis in here that I am not keeping. I think that's all actually. Let me just go through my list and check we haven't missed a big category. Oh, we did! Not a category, but I missed a pair of shoes. Are you gonna scratch me? Dangerous cat. I forgot to show you my yellow heels, which I am going to keep because these are like special occasion shoes, but the reason I forgot about them is because I've moved them somewhere else because they're also that suede material that's starting to get discolored by the sun. So I moved them like out of the way, out of the sun, so they don't get any more discolored, and that's why I forgot to show them to you. I only wore them maybe 2 or 3 times this year to weddings, but I like having them there for that like special occasion option. So let's check these categories. We did dresses, skirts, shoes, jumpers. That page is done. Oh, we didn't do gym stuff because I stopped going to the gym and I was just doing home workouts, and half the time I'll just do it in my undies. But I mean, everything on here has got a few wears, so I think we can save the gym stuff for another time. Outerwear, tops, trousers, loungewear. We didn't do bags, but I'm going to keep them all. Same with my belts. Did swim, and then it's just jewellery, which we're not going to do in this video. So yeah, we have come to the end. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to keep thinking about those 2 maybe items, but I'm going to put all the things that I'm getting rid of back up on the bed and we'll count them and see how many things there are. In total, there are 33 items that I'm getting rid of. So, a few trousers, loungewear, lots of shirts, a few dresses, a bunch of shoes, some swimwear, a couple of jackets. Yeah, that's a lot, 33. And I think it's because I don't think I've decluttered my wardrobe since this time last year. Like, it's literally been a full year, and I would normally do maybe 1 or 2 declutters during the year, but yeah, this is it. Once in the year, and I'm getting rid of a lot. What am I going to do with it all? Some of the stuff I'm going to try and sell, like not a lot of it, maybe just a couple of pieces. So I might pop them on Instagram, like on Insta stories, and then like the majority of it that I can't be bothered selling is probably going to go to an op shop because most of it is still wearable. I'm just not sure if anyone will want the discolored shoes. Anyway, that was today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next week with another video. Bye!